Welcome back, guys. This is episode 27 of Building Feed. It's actually the Christmas edition because it's pretty close to Christmas, and I do have a lot of good gifts for Feed. And this episode I actually do showcase my friend's music, Ft.Sigmocs, so it'd be awesome if you go check out his stuff in the description. He's working on some new beats, and I really resonate with his type of music. It just helps that we kind of appreciate the same synthwave kind of slow vibing music. But in today's episode, I got a lot of Lego. I mean, a lot of Lego. This is most Lego I've ever purchased my entire life. So I've made some very risky financial decisions. I don't know if they're good or bad. Without high risk, there's no high reward. So just to show how committed I am to finishing off Feed and providing awesome content for you guys, I got a few hauls to show off. Literally more than $1,000 spent in this episode. So it's quite expensive episode. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's show off some of my hauls, some Building Feed, some awesome music. That's why you guys came here. So let's get it. I really want to showcase this pretty cool sorting tray system. So I bought one of these Lego sorting trays. So you put some pieces at the top and it filters it out whenever you shake it. Let me demonstrate that. So yesterday, my girlfriend and I ended up seeing a bunch of Lego on clearance. So of course I bought all of it. It was 9,000 parts. It was $162 because it was on clearance. Last night we're sorting out a bunch of parts. It took a few hours, but we got like 60% done. Happy with that. So I'll show you how this thing works. The larger pieces stay off top and you kind of just... So let me open up all these bags and sort all this stuff out. Show you guys how much faster it is to sort Lego this way. So I'm working on a new base plate for Feed. I kind of finished the section up last night after work. Having this base plate be dedicated towards having the sewer section exposed because it's a new take on another sewer section. On 1313, that took me quite a while to get that sewer section done. But literally with this, it's 6 bricks in height. So I don't have that much height to go off of, but I have a lot of area. So I had this cool idea of having a huge blast exposed right here, and then underneath would be a bunch of debris showing off the exposed entrance for the sewer. And I was gonna have a bunch of guys swimming through the water trying to escape the battle, but it looks like they were exposed by a bomber. So I had a cool idea of having a vulture droid swooping in for a quick bombing run. And then having a bunch of sewer exposed, showing off the nice lower level of Feed. And of course, I always want to include a lot of detail, so I made sure to have the blast damage be very rugged and recent. I would also like to add a huge piles of rubble on the side, as well as a cool hanging bit right here, just to make it a little bit more dynamic. So I have this little guy on this walkie right here, kind of swimming through the poop water, literally. Over there, I include a guy. I don't know if we fell down the poop water, but he's very submerged in the feces. I also added a little frog swimming on top. I gave it a pretty cool sense of depth with including a little prison cell gate, and as well as including a black 1x6x5 panel piece at the very back and different size arches to give that even more depth. But so far, I think it's turned out pretty awesome. So I installed this new section part of Feed, and this looked way better than I imagined. I finally put the 2 vulture droids doing the bombing run, and I would love to include some LED lights to make it look like it's being fired. But from this angle, it looks pretty awesome because it looks like they're pretty much flying. I used those transparent panel pieces, and they looked pretty good. They're way better than the individual 1x2x2 panel pieces, because they're a lot larger and they're more like pieces of glass. And here's a zoomed out look of Feed so far. I pretty much got this entire section done, except I have to tile up a bunch of the street, and all the rest is cosmetic detailing that I just set on top. And this area looks phenomenal because I also include my new updated UTAT. Featured that in last week's episode. I also put a little smiley face on him. Can't wait to work on the new section feed over here with all these base plates. Fun project to be working on for the past year because I get to come back to it, work on certain sections, then stop, come back to them. It really is slowly evolving and growing over time, kind of like me. It also does help that in the background is 1313, so I know I can do this. Hey guys, I just got off of work. My phone's about to die. It's on 4%. But earlier today, I got this amazing package. I've been thinking about it at work all day long because this package will allow me to finish up the feed. I do have to make a confession. It is a product from a company that I said I wouldn't purchase from again, but they have changed my mind because they reached out to me because they wanted to have my UTAT become one of their sets, and that company is Webricks. Last time I ordered from them, they didn't follow through with the package, and I just requested a refund because I'd waited like 3 months, but I ordered this 2 weeks ago, and it's here. So let's open this bad boy up. Ugh. So I'm making sure not to show off the shipping details information, because I've done that once and that was not a good time. I don't want to post my address on the internet. I'm very, very, very excited for this one. There's a lot in this package. Like, there are 81 60 by 16 plates in here. I've used these for feed throughout the entire structure. I definitely don't want to count all 81 of them. I did buy these on clearance. It was 25% off, so it took off the shipping, which was $47. That's how heavy this package is. Some more. So here's a total of 81 16 by 16 plates. I've never had this much, and this is pretty crazy. Pick a brick. It was like $2.50 for each one. On Webricks, it was the cheapest one, literally all of online. It came out to like $1.20 per plate. And on top of that, you're never gonna see these plates in the first place. It's gonna be the base for the entire city of feed. So it's all of these. Let's go off to what's else in the package. So here I have a 1,000 1x2 masonry bricks. I can already tell just by looking at them, they're not the same quality as Lego. Kind of looks a little bit more defined in their molding process. What I mean by that, each line of the brick is very, very straight and it's not beveled edges. Compared to a Lego brick, it's a lot more angular on the sides at a 45-degree angle. And these ones are just like a straight 90, so it's a very abrupt edge. One thing I'm curious about is if it matches the same color tan as Lego tan. Just by looking at it, it looks a little off, which is a little unfortunate. Here's a side-by-side comparison with the Lego one on the bottom and the Webricks on top. I can't really tell the difference. Maybe if I look very closely and see no Lego stud on the top, but the overall tone is the same, feels the same. It looks a little bit whiter than the other brick below, but when you're gonna be viewing this mock from like 5 feet away, that's so minute, you'll never be able to tell. The only way I could tell a difference is the cost of these. Because if I was to buy 1,000 1x2 masonry bricks online, it would be like $200 just for that. So let me showcase what these look like in feed with a cool build. So let's get it. Hey guys, I actually made a incredibly large purchase today. The most I've ever made with Lego. I don't know if it was completely worth it because I know the value of money is always depreciating. Like whenever you have a single dollar, every single day it fluctuates on its value. But one thing that will never depreciate, or at least statistically shown doesn't normally depreciate in value, is Lego Star Wars. Without further ado, I'm gonna move out of the way and walk further out. My first time ever having this particular set, but I do have the 2013 variant of it. And I do have Dave's Customs mock. I've always loved that design. I don't know if I'm planning on taking these apart, parting them out, and using all the parts, or just sell the figures, or just keep on to all of them and then resell them later. But I'm pretty happy that I was able to get these at a very reasonable price. When I mean very reasonable, it was less than $80 per set. I might put one of them together, but I don't need to because I already have the 2013 variant. So if you guys have any ideas what I should do with all of these guys, because remember, there's 4 212 troopers and 1 gunner, and one Cody. I would love to be able to resell the Cody figures. So I really appreciate you guys go check out my eBay store. I have some riot shields on there, and that's it. But I do want to start selling a lot of my sets to just support Theed in general and its growth. Because right now, at least I have all of these plates and all the necessary brick I need to start building, and I'll have all these base plates right here. And this has been a very expensive journey. I would like to continue it. The algorithm praised me with more views somehow, but all I can do is just continue doing what I always done.